Hi guys, so today I want to show you something a little bit different, like the type of animation which I believe is the shortest path between the design and the actual animation. So there are no rigs involved, no sculpting, interpolating techniques, no nothing, just pure drawing. And yeah, you should be able to draw pretty well to feel comfortable with this type of workflow, but yeah, it gives some cool results which are, I believe, hard to achieve while working with rigs and everything. So what I did here, I designed very simplistic character which is like has no pelvis, no realistic body parts, just just a weird little guy in here. And the first thing I did, I actually copied the first pose uh, and created like the final like destination for these guys, because what I wanted to do is I wanted him to jump with kind of a spin in the midair and land on the other platform. So the first thing I did was actually copying the first original design, flipping it along the x-axis and placing in the correct place. The second thing I did was creation of some kind of arc which was supposed to be like helpful for designing the path of movement for the character, and they were on the two separate layers and they weren't animated at all. The third step was actually animating things around. So I began with the animating a simple dot which followed the arc to get the spacing and timing. And when I was happy with it, I started to animate his body parts separately. So each body part, like his body, his feet, his legs, arms, head, etc., they were placed in the separate layers. And the reason for that, it was that the first thing is that I can easily fix things, like if for example I decide that his arms aren't working that good, then I can basically focus just on the one layer, delete it, and start over from the very beginning. The other thing was that if you have the character which is kind of complicated, it gets a little bit harder to work with the onion skins. And if you can turn off the onion skins for particular layers, then you can really just focus on animation, and it's really cool. The other thing is that I wanted the animation layers to have different length. For example, like his body, like the animation of the body, it stops around like frame 46 or something like that, 36, sorry. And I wanted, for example, his head to move a little bit longer. Same things with his arms, and same things with this pointy antenna or a hair which is on the top of his head. So basically, it was all about making one by one like his body parts and drawing them around and experimenting and constantly checking if the animation feels right and if it works for me or not. Well, of course, you can say that usually you want some character which is a little bit more complicated than this one, but I believe this is a great starting point. I mean, it took around, obviously this video is a little bit sped up, but it took around, I don't know, 30 minutes to get this result. And I believe this is a very cool starting point for the further work. So you can basically just use it as a reference and clean up everything, add textures, colors, add I don't know, like more details, more volume to his limbs, some facial expression. But already at this point you've got like some pretty solid foundation for the animation. So basically you could go and create a like rigged animation based on that as well, without because I really think it's very hard to get this result by working with a rig from the very beginning. So, but if you ask me, I'm pretty satisfied with it, like just the way it looks. Like I love like the simple forms, maybe not that simple, but still it works for me. And as I said, like I think it's a good foundation for the further work. So yeah, I think it's all for today. I hope it was kind of helpful. And yeah, see you next time. Bye.